Unusual ground markings. A recent study found that 53% of all UGMs are made in wheat. But there are also enigmatic markings in oats, corn, and ice. Ice circles are extremely rare, so sightings in the northeastern U.S. are drawing a lot of attention. Perfect circles of ice, created by a cosmic compass. Swirling patterns that seem to demand a supernatural explanation. Ice circles mimic the geometric patterns of crop circles, with one important difference. The patterns are appearing in ice that is too thin to support a person, virtually eliminating the possibility of human intervention. The national coordinator of the Center for Crop Circle Studies is applying the same equipment and techniques used to document crop circles to the newly discovered ice circles. Her preliminary findings are very promising.
A lot of this ice in which the circles are supposed to be happening is very thin, too thin to walk out on and to measure. And yet how is somebody going to go out there and put these at least dozens and perhaps hundreds of swirls, and they're not even really cut. These weren't actually cut and beautifully, separated rings. These were just swirls within the ice.
Enigmatic patterns are also appearing in snow. The absence of footprints to and from the site casts an eerie pall over the markings. If this is not a natural phenomenon, who possesses the ability to hover over a snowy site and create mysterious messages? Mainstream scientists dismiss this theory of extraterrestrial intervention, but they can't agree on an earthly answer either. Some hydrologists think water currents are responsible, but circles have formed where there was no perceptible current. Meteorologists who have looked into the phenomenon blame weather, but don't know why or what kind. For geologists, it's an Earth mystery with no explanation. One scientist who does have a possible explanation is John Burke. He has studied crop circles for the last 10 years and feels his theories about grain markings may apply to ice and snow markings as well. Burke believes an atmospheric anomaly called plasma is the key to the circle mysteries.
We believe that plasma forces are involved in creating crop circles because plasma is nothing more than electrified air particles. But you excite the temperature of that plasma a little higher and it will begin to glow. If you have it heated enough to glow, then it makes sense that it might be heated enough to melt snow and leave a record in the snow. Because certainly it would be nice to have a winter tapestry to record these events on, because there's no reason to believe they're seasonal. They quite likely occur year-round. Here we've got some snow circles on a frozen lake that, if you look closely at the structure of them, is not unlike what you see in a lot of crop circles. In this case, you could imagine that as a ring with standing crop in the center, and that's quite a common formation. Now, the same plasma mechanisms that form crop circles could be expected to be making these kinds of marks in snow if the plasma was heated sufficiently to melt the snow. So this is quite possible, a winter equivalent of crop circles.
Paranormal investigators believe natural phenomena can't adequately explain the seemingly intelligent ice, snow, and crop designs. Given the random power of natural events like tornadoes and hurricanes, the orderly circles and intersecting lines here seem to demand a more supernatural explanation.
Next.
I'm Tim White.